Hi everyone, this is going to be the first video in a series of tutorials I'm going to do on creating a tile map from scratch in Swift using Sprite Kit. Eventually we're going to write the parser as well so we can use tiled to edit it. But before we kick that off, I'd just like to show you I've started a website, or if it actually loads. So my internet's a bit dodgy in this place. Yeah, so go to tilemap.com, and I've already made a few posts. I've literally just started on this website yesterday, so it's at the bare minimum at the moment, but it's basically going to be my blogging website. I'm going to post anything related to my game projects, or little code snippets to help people, and obviously the tutorials, the written tutorials to go along with these video tutorials, which I think is a good thing. Sometimes you can't be bothered to skip through a video to find the bit you need. It's easy just to read it. This is the tutorial we're going to do today, just creating a blank project. It's going to be the starting point for all the tutorials that I do in the future. So yeah, there's nothing special and you're probably not going to learn much. But what I will say is these tutorials are not going to be aimed at complete beginners, so I'm not going to go through every single line of code explaining what's what. I mean, there's enough material and guides and websites out there, and Apple even released a book to help you get started with Swift and Sprite Kit. So obviously stuff that I think needs explaining I'll explain, but I'm not going to be, if we look down here, I'm not going to be explaining what a function is, what this extension is, blah blah blah. So yeah, so let's get on with the tutorial then. I'll just get this open just to make it easier, because this is basically what we're going to be doing today. Alright, so let's create a new project. Make sure it's a game. Call it something. I'm just going to call it blank project. Make sure you've got Sprite Kit and game technology and your language is Swift. Next, I'll save it to my desktop. Let's make it a bit bigger. I don't want portrait mode, so we'll get rid of that. The game scene SKS and the game scene .swift, we're just going to get rid of that. Let's get rid of both of them files. We'll start from blank. In your game view controller, we'll get rid of the sknode extension. So I'm not going to be loading any files from SKS files. And we can get rid of this bit in the view did load. Get rid of all that. Next thing, create a new file, new Swift file. This is going to be our scene, call it what you want. You could have called it game scene if you like. I'm just going to call it scene just for simplicity's sake. Include Sprite Kit. Create the scene class, SK scene. We're going to have to do a few things. Override init size, which is your basic initialization for the scene. And then we're also going to have to include this, which is required initializer for the scene class. We're going to have to call super, and then pass your size variable through. That's it, that's the basic empty scene we're going to start with. Back to your view controller. Let's grab the view as an SK view. As SK view. Let's just configure a few things here. Mainly the debug information. Show frames per second. And then the last thing we want to do is ignores signal loader. Now I will be going more into what that is later if you don't know, but basically it lets Sprite Kit control what it draws first, and then what order. So basically, as we're adding nodes, it's not going to have to go through the node tree and then draw everything from that node tree and then move to the next one, then draw everything from that. It means a bit more work for the programmer, but in the long run, it's worth it. I'll explain more in later tutorials. Right, so now we want to create our scene. So we'll just do let scene equals scene size, and our size is actually going to be the size of the view. So we've got that, and now we probably want to, what's it called? I can't remember, sorry, off the top of my head. Yeah, scale mode. I'm going to set the scale mode. And obviously, again, there's different scale modes. Easy way to see is if you go to SK scene scale mode like that, and you can see all the different ones. Gives you a nice description there. I like aspect fit, which you can see what it does there. I always use aspect fit, just so that everything's in view, no matter on what device. And after that, all we have to do is present the scene, and then we've got a nice little start to our project. Should build. And that's it. So there's your debug information, and this is your blank scene already loaded. And now we're ready to get on with the Tilemap tutorial. So as I say again, please head over to the website. You can leave comments if there's something you didn't understand. And obviously keep up to date on all my latest game projects. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the future.